on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 32 of First on Court. Today we're going to be talking about the Adidas Promodel 2G. Alright, so let's get right into this. Last weekend I was a photographer at a high school tournament, and that tournament was put on by Adidas, and all working staff had to have Adidas footwear and clothing and stuff like that. So I ended up with this shoe here, and to be quite honest, I'm not very familiar with this shoe in history. I've received a lot of messages about, yo, I used to rock those shoes back in the day, and how they're huge in Asia, and they've got a large backstory with a lot of people. But personally myself, I'm not familiar with it. But this video is just about what it was like to play in them last night. It was the first run. So at that high school tournament, like I said, I was a photographer for the entire day. I was there for about 9 hours. So I did wear them, around the gymnasium for 9 hours. Mostly just squatting, to getting low for pictures and stuff like that. So, it broke in the materials a little bit. I could get a little bit of a feel for it. And at that time, this toe box, inside the toe box was not too nice because, it's that shell toe. It's like a hard rubber, and it is somewhat pretty stiff inside. So I was a little bit apprehensive about it. I did have high hopes for last night because I like how the shoe looks. And to the touch, the traction felt really good, and I had that bounce cushioning, which I didn't have a good, not the greatest experience in my Dame 5, I think it was, with bounce cushioning. So I was hoping maybe this setup might be a little bit different, and it was. So going into the gym last night to actually play for 2 hours, laced them up. Walking around a little bit, and then started to shoot around, and the left toe box was still a little bit stiff-ish. I was like, and I started to cut around, shoot some J's, moving left, moving right. I was like, okay, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. I noticed right off the bat, now, the court that I play on, you guys know, the courts here that I usually play on are always clean. The traction was, it was beautiful, it was beautiful. So I could just tell you that right now for the entire night. For 2 hours, for the first time to play in them, traction was, didn't even think about it. Lacing them up, the materials, a lot of synthetics up here. There is a lot of cushioning inside, it's quite thick, but it didn't quite contour to my skinny foot how I would like it, but it being the first time, so, as the 2 hours went by, it did get better. I didn't need to relace or anything like that, so that, that's a good good sign. But yeah, as far as fit and the lockdown, it was average, okay? One thing I've got to tell you is I did not play in the original insole, which is usually not so good. It's right here, quite thin, nothing substantial. For those of you who watch my channel, you guys know I usually play in my sole fit insoles, okay? Oh, sorry, soft sole fit insoles. So let's get into the meat of it. After the 2 hours, it passed. I don't know what kind of test you want to call it, but it's something that I would play in again. Traction, forget about it. I don't need to talk about it anymore. The bounce cushioning, it was there for me. It was definitely there for me. I could feel it. It was way better than the Dame 5, at least the pair that I have, that I now use for my work. I don't even play in them anymore. Bounce cushioning was consistent. It was a good balance between some shock absorption and court feel response. It was just a nice spread out, even balance. And the other thing that I felt was I felt pretty stable in them. The shoe, when you look at it from behind, it doesn't look particularly wide or anything. I'm talking about the base, the bottom, the base, and how shoes tend to flare out to give you that stability left and right. It doesn't look particularly wide to me. Neither does the forefoot, but, and there's no outrigger sticking out or anything like that. But I definitely felt stable, I felt secure, and I felt confident in my moves. I played 6 games last night. I recently lost a little bit of weight, so I felt a little more energized out there. So I played hard for the 6 games, and for me, in my own right, I put the shoe to the test. it being the first run. And yeah, it was great. It was great. A lot of people are like, nah, you're gonna like it. You know, messages from friends and stuff like that. And I was just like, nah, I don't know about the toe box, and because I think my toes tend to spread out a lot when I play. But it wasn't an issue-ish, just slightly. So that's that in a nutshell for the first time to play in them. And yeah, I probably will play in them again. It'll be basically this shoe, and the shoe that I absolutely love playing is the Crossover Culture Kaio LP2. That's my go-to shoe right now. So at this point, I will not do a full performance review because it's just going to be occasionally that I'll play in this, now and then, here and there. Just, yeah, I won't play in some of the other shoes, okay? So that's it, guys. You know, I can't really, you know, I'm not going to go out there and recommend the shoe after only playing in it one time, okay? This is not a full performance review. So, but I can only imagine the shoe will get better as I play, and, you know, in terms of the material soften up and it kind of, you know, fitting my foot a little bit closer, you know, a little bit snugger. But yeah, I can see why people enjoy playing in this shoe, and why people are giving me a hard time because of my, you know, my assumption that I made before playing in it. So I get it. Anyways, guys, thanks for dropping by the channel. If you took the time to watch this video, I appreciate you. I'm hoping to have an unboxing video coming up soon, and then after that I will kind of dive into my first attempt at some of my photography videos. I did put out kind of a survey on my Instagram, and a fair number of people were kind of interested for me to do some photography videos. Not sure where I'm going to go with that or where I should start. So if you have any questions or suggestions in the realm of my photography adventures, let me know in the comments section below. If you have any other further questions about the shoe that I could legitimately answer based off only 2 hours of play, feel free. Leave a comment and I'll get to you for sure. Okay, guys, that's about it. I haven't made a video in a long time. I'm a little bit rusty, but I still appreciate you guys taking the time to support the channel, support what I do, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and take care, alright? Peace!